Hello everyone, how are you doing? This is MD Tech here with another quick tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to turn off or disable game mode notifications on your Windows 10 or Windows 11 computer. So this should hopefully be a pretty straightforward process here, guys, and without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So formerly in earlier versions of Windows 10 and I believe Windows 11 as well, there was an option in the settings UI to actually toggle that on or off. However, that option has since been replaced for a static display that just says if this PC does or does not support game mode. So now you actually have to go into the registry in order to make that modification, and that's what we're going to do in today's tutorial. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So start off by opening up the search menu, type in regedit, R-E-G-E-D-I-T. Best results should come back with registry editor. Go ahead and right click on that and select run as administrator. If you receive a user account control prompt, select yes. And before you proceed in the registry, I would highly suggest you create a backup of it. So if anything were to go wrong, you can easily restore it back. In order to create a backup, it's very simple. All you have to do is select file and then export. File name, I recommend naming it the date in which you're making the backup. Set export range to all, and then save it to a convenient and easily accessible location on your computer. And if you ever need to import it back in, all you have to do is select File and then Import, and then navigate to the file location. So now we're ready to begin, and we're going to start off by double-clicking on the HKey Current User folder. Do the same thing now for the software folder, so double-click on that. Should be a Microsoft folder in here, double-click on that. And then finally, there should be a game bar folder. If you need to pause the video and take note of our file path, you can see it up at the top of the screen here. Each backslash is a different subkey that we went under to get to this point. So now that we've selected the game bar key, you want to go on the right panel here, select new, and then select the word 32-bit value. Name this value show game mode notifications, exactly how you see it on my screen here. So again, show game mode notifications, hit enter. If you already have this D-word value in here, you don't have to create it again, in which case just would go ahead and just double click on the existing value if it was already in here, and then value data, you want to delete the 0, and type in the number 1, which will turn on game mode notifications, 0, which is if you just created the value, that would be the default value in here anyway. It would say 0, which would turn off game mode notifications, so that's why you're on this tutorial. You want to make sure this value is set to 0. If you want to turn it back on, you want to delete the 0. Type the number 1, and then you would select OK. So again, 0 turns it off, 1 turns it on. Everything is numerical value here. Everything is in a numerical format here. Then select OK. And then you will need to restart your computer for the change to take effect. So let's go ahead and restart our computer at this time. And there you go, guys. Hopefully I was able to help resolve the issue and you were able to turn on or off game mode notifications depending on your preference. So as always, thank you guys for watching this brief tutorial. I do hope I was able to help you out, and I do look forward to catching you all in the next tutorial. Goodbye.